In this video, we'll be going over how to properly set a price for each and every lawn in your lawn care side hustle. Oftentimes when people are first getting into lawn care as a side hustle, they are a little apprehensive about how to set a price that's fair for both parties. Pricing lawns can be a challenging task as it requires balancing costs to market trends and customer expectations. But after following the steps in this video, you'll have nothing to worry about. First things first, let's talk about the importance of scoping out the competition. Take some time to check out their website, social media pages, or any other online presence they might have. Look for information about the service they offer, the quality of their work, and of course their pricing structures. This will give you a good starting point to gauge the market trends and understand what customers in your area are willing to pay for their lawn care services. And if you're wanting to go the extra mile, don't stop at the online research. Get out there and do some field work. Take a drive around your neighborhood and nearby areas and keep an eye out for lawn care trucks, signs, or flyers. Take note of the companies you come across and gather as much information as you can, such as what services do they provide, how do they advertise themselves, are they targeting specific customer segments. This on-the-ground research will give you a more comprehensive understanding of the local market dynamics and the competition you will be facing. Now that you have a handle on what the competition is doing, it's time to tap into the power of customer feedback. Online reviews and testimonials can be a goldmine of information. Check out platforms like Google, Yelp, or even social media platforms where customers leave reviews for lawn care providers. Pay attention to what customers are saying, especially reviews that mention the pricing as well as the overall satisfaction with the service provided. This will help you gain insights into how customers perceive value and what they consider reasonable when it comes to lawn care pricing. And let's not forget about the local economic factors. Keep an eye on the overall economic climate in your area. Are people generally thriving or are they facing financial challenges? Understanding the local demographics, income levels, and spending habits will give you a valuable context on setting your prices. Remember, you want to find that sweet spot where customers feel they are getting value for their money while you're still able to make a profit and sustain your business. Second, let's break down the different costs you need to consider. Start by taking a good hard look at your equipment. What do you need to maintain those lawns? Mowers, trimmers, blowers, and other tools can come with a hefty price tag. After deciding where and how to buy any necessary tools, factor in the initial purchase costs as well as ongoing maintenance, repairs, and replacements. It's crucial to spread these expenses over time to accurately reflect the true cost of using your equipment. Next up, think about the operational cost of running your business. This includes things like fuel for your equipment, insurance coverage, and even advertising expenses to promote your services. Don't forget about any licensing or permit fees you may have to pay to operate legally in your area. These costs may seem small, but they do add up, and it's essential to include them in your pricing structure. Now let's talk about labor. If you are a one-person operation, consider the hours you put into each job and what you believe is a fair wage for your time and expertise. Additionally, take time into account the overhead costs of running your business. This can include office rent, utilities, software subscriptions, and any other administrative expenses you incur to keep things running smoothly. Even if you are operating from a home office, it's still important to allocate a portion of these costs to your lawn care service. The third step is to get accurate estimate of the size of the lawn. To get started, arm yourself with some measuring tools. Make sure you're using consistent units of measurement, whether it's feet, meters, or yards. Begin by identifying the boundaries of the lawn, walk around the perimeter, and mark any edges or corners. Pay attention to any irregular shapes or sections that may require separate measurements. Don't forget to account for any obstacles within the lawn area, such as trees, flower beds, or pathways, as these may impact the time and effort required for maintenance. When measuring, take multiple measurements from different angles to ensure accuracy. This is especially important for irregularly shaped lawns. Once you have the measurement calculate the area by multiplying the length and the width. For complex shapes, consider breaking the lawn into smaller sections and calculating each section's area separately, then add up the total lawn area. Keep in mind that some lawns may have additional areas that are not grass covered, such as driveways, patios, or gardens. Exclude these non-lawn areas from your calculations unless you will be responsible for their maintenance as well. Measuring the lawn is essential because it forms the foundation for determining your pricing. Larger lawns will typically require more time and resources, so it makes sense to charge accordingly. By knowing the specific size of each lawn, you can estimate the amount of equipment, fertilizer, and any other materials needed for the job. The fourth step is to take a good look at the lawn itself. Consider factors such as the terrain, slope, or any potential obstacles. Lawns with uneven surfaces, steep incline, or challenging terrain may require additional time and effort to mow, trim, and maintain compared to flat and easily accessible lawns. These factors can affect the difficulty level of the job and should be taken into account when setting your pricing. Next time, pay attention to any special features or elements within the lawns. Are there flower beds, shrubs, or trees that need extra care and attention? Are there intricate landscape designs or hardscape elements like pathways or patios? These elements can add complexity to the job as they require precision and careful maneuvering. Make sure to factor in the additional time, expertise, and resources needed to handle these features when determining your pricing. Consider the condition of the lawn as well. Is it well maintained or overgrown? Lawns that haven't been properly maintained for a while may require some time and effort to bring them back to shape. This may involve extra steps such as initial clearing, weed removal, or aeration. Take into account the extra work involved in restoring neglected lawns when deciding on your pricing. Furthermore, think about any specific services or requests from the customer. Are they looking for additional services beyond basic lawn maintenance? For example, services like fertilization, weed control, and seasonal cleanups require specialized knowledge and products. These add-ons can increase the complexity of the job and should be factored into your pricing structure accordingly. By assessing the complexity of the job, you can ensure that your pricing reflects the effort, skills, and resources required. It allows you to tailor your services to meet the specific needs of each customer and provide them with an accurate estimate based on the complexity of their lawn care requirements. The fifth step is determining your pricing structure. It's important to establish a clear and straightforward approach that aligns your business goals. Here's a few key considerations to help you develop an effective pricing structure for your lawn care services. One approach is to set a flat rate for any specific services based on the size of the lawn or time it typically takes. For example, you might charge a fixed fee for mowing services based on the square footage of the lawn. This approach provides simplicity and transparency for both you and your customer. You might consider offering additional services that customers can add on their lawn care packages. These could include services like fertilization, weed control, and aeration. By pricing these add-on services separately, you can customize the offering to individual customer preferences and increase your revenue potential. Offering long-term contracts or subscription plans for recurring services can provide a sense of stability for your business and encourage customer loyalty. By offering discounted rates for customers who commit regular maintenance over an extended period can secure a consistent stream of revenue. Remember, as you develop your pricing structure, it's essential to strike a balance between profitability and competitive pricing within your local market. Consider your costs, the market value you provide, the perceived value by your target customers. Regularly evaluate and adjust your pricing structure based on changes in expenses, market conditions, and customer feedback. For the sixth step, start by calculating all of your costs, including equipment, labor, overhead expenses, marketing materials, and any other business-related expenses. This gives you a clear understanding of the total amount you need to cover to break even and make profit. Decide on the profit margin you want to achieve. This margin reflects the amount you'd like to earn on top of your costs and serves as a reward for your expertise and the risks associated with running a business. Common profit margins ranges vary across industries, so research the market and consider your financial goals to determine the appropriate margin for your lawn care business. Once you've calculated your costs and established your desired profit margin, add the profit margin percentage or the amount of your cost. This ensures that your pricing includes a buffer for profitability. For example, if your total costs are $1,000 and you want a 20% profit margin, you would add $200 to cover your profit, resulting in a total price of $1,200. While profit margins are important, it's also essential to be mindful of competitive pricing. Keep in mind what other lawn care providers in your area are charging for similar services. You may need to adjust your profit margin based on local market dynamics to remain competitive while still ensuring a reasonable level of profitability. Keep in mind that profit margins should be regularly reviewed and adjusted as your business evolves. Regularly analyze your financial performance to ensure your pricing structure continues to support your desired profit margins. By factoring in profit margins, you ensure that your pricing covers not only your costs but also provides room for growth and financial stability. It allows you to generate a profit that rewards you for your hard work. Once you've determined your pricing structure, it's crucial to communicate clearly to your customers. Step 7 is all about transparent and effective communication. This helps build trust, manage expectations, and ensure a smooth working relationship. Here are some key tips for communicating your pricing clearly. Use straightforward and easily understandable language when discussing your pricing. Avoid industry jargon or complex terms that might confuse or overwhelm your customer. Break down the pricing components and explain them in a concise and relatable manner. You might consider a pricing menu or brochure that outlines the service and corresponding prices. Present this information in a visually appealing or organized format. Clearly list each service along with its associated cost, making it easy for customers to compare and select the options that suit their needs. Make sure your pricing information is prominently displayed on your website, social media profiles, or any other online platforms you use to promote your lawn care services. This allows potential customers to access the information easily at their convenience. Provide detailed estimates for specific jobs or projects upon request. Break down the costs involved, including labor, materials, and any additional services. This level of transparency demonstrates the quality of your character and helps the customers understand how their investments will be allocated. If possible, have a conversation with potential customers either in person or or over the phone. This allows you to address any questions or concerns they may have regarding pricing. Take the time to explain the value they will receive in return for the quoted price, emphasize the quality of your services and the benefits they can expect. Clearly define your terms, conditions related to pricing and include payment methods, frequency, and any applicable cancellation or late payment policies. Ensure that customers have a clear understanding of these terms to avoid any misunderstandings or disputes in the future. Providing exceptional customer service goes hand in hand with communicating pricing effectively. Be responsive and approachable when customers reach out with questions or inquiries about your pricing. Your willingness to engage in open and honest discussion fosters trust and establishes you as a reliable and reputable service provider. Remember, effective communication is key to setting clear expectations and building strong relationships with your customers. By clearly communicating your pricing, you empower customers to make informed decisions and understand the value they will receive from your lawn care services. And for our final step, it's important to stay flexible in your approach. The flexibility allows you to adapt to different customer needs and circumstances, fostering customer satisfaction and loyalty. While maintaining profitability is important, be open to negotiation in certain cases. Understand that some customers may have unique circumstances or budget constraints. Assess the situation by case basis and be willing to explore mutually beneficial solutions that work for both parties. If you think I missed anything, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.